Jamie Green on pole position for the 500th DTM race, which was a poor start for Nico Muller as Robin Freins and René Rast made haste their escape right at the start of the race and find themselves P2 and P3, chasing Jamie Green even before they got into turn number 1. So Jamie Green then, who had done a fantastic job in qualifying and put the car pole position, led the race, but René Rast was chasing, and so too was Robin Freins. Then the two independent WRT team drivers, Jonathan Aberdeen and Pietro Fittipaldi, also doing a very good job, with Pietro Fittipaldi in particular having a very good start. This was René Rast then getting past Jamie Green, really relatively easy into turn number 1 to pick up the lead of the race, and Joel Eriksson and Philip Eng. Bearing in mind, Philip Eng had started right from the back of the grid because his car had been worked on after qualifying and therefore breaking Parc Fermé conditions. Philip Eng had to start from the back of the pack. In the meantime, René Rast, though, he was doing a very good job, and when he returned from his mandatory pit stop along with Robin Freins, you could see Nico Muller was on his way through turn number 1 with Mike Rockenfeller behind. So there's Robin Freins and Nico Muller encroaching on the number 4 Audi ahead and going through on the inside. Robin Freins, of course, returning from his mandatory pit stop. That meant that he was on cold tyres. Nico Muller's tyres and the tyres of Mike Rockenfeller up to temperature, and therefore Robin Freins was almost defenceless against the two Audi drivers. However, he would put on a good show of trying to defend against Jonathan Aberdeen. Jonathan Aberdeen did go through on the inside. No such luck at this particular stage for Philip Eng, though, the BMW driver, and there was a little touch, and Robin Freins was warned about 2 moves of direction in terms of defending. Marco Wittmann here on the inside of Jonathan Aberdeen, and this was going to be a fairly firm fight between the two of them. Marco Wittmann eventually finding his way through to pick up that P6 position. So Marco Wittmann, who of course was determined to bank as many points as possible from what would have been a disappointing Lausitzring weekend for him in terms of his points haul. So Robin Freins and Jamie Green here. Jamie Green to the inside of Robin Freins going into turn number 1. Robin Freins, though, continuing to defend, but in the end had to yield, and Jamie Green went through. So Jamie Green, having started from pole position, was a podium potential in prospect for him. Well, for René Rast then, righting the wrongs of a problematic day 1 at the Lausitzring, he would head towards the checkered flag to take the race win and bank some very valuable points in the Drivers' Championship. He was delighted with that. Nico Muller would take P2, and Mike Rockenfeller would be on the podium once again for P3, heading Jamie Green and Robin Freins and Marco Wittmann. So for René Rast then, it was indeed valuable points towards the Drivers' Championship. Still plenty of racing to come, though, as the DTM cars will head off to the Nürburgring for the next round of the DTM.